It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Broncos leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Broncos and the Saints next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we look the regulars. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
The biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. That'll be a first down, a gain of 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a first carry for their running back. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great. Things difficult. Defensively, it'll set up a 4th down. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. His kick is perfect. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Saints first down. In motion now is White. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. In motion now is White. Here's Reynolds. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
That one is good. And the Saints will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us, and we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. It'll be returnable from the 35. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Saints offense ready to take over once more. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Reynolds. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On the ground, it's Reynolds. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Saints first down. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. 3-all is the score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A carry here for Reynolds. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. We'll try and pick this up by running option to the right. No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2. Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Saints. Touchdown number 9 for the year. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He runs with it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Receiver in motion, going right. Now a give on the ground, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Right side going to be taken in by Walker.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Whoa! Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal. Take it on in. Touchdown, Broncos. Now, the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Broncos will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Set to go now on 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to air this one out. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw yet again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll look to throw again. They're called in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Broncos. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it
in. Most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
This one caught at the 4. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal. Here's a run. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. In motion now is White. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Thrown left side, the catch is made.
Offside, defense.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing now from the gun. A throw on the move is caught. Here's third and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen set up for Reynolds. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Saints first down.
In motion now is White. Here's a toss, right side. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the end zone, it's intercepted.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Back to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Broncos bringing out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This is fielded well short of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 2nd and 11. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. Now he'll run it. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's taken in. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5. Going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Up the sideline to the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Handoff here, up the middle.
Another carry for the running back. Tackle made right at midfield. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
We're all set to kick this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, not a good punt there. This is a duck. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable.
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. So mile-high salute.